Alright, Shalom, Shalom, coming to you in the name of Yahweh, Bashem Yahawashi, Bashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and salutations unto the Akim that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity. It's the brother Ram Shema, and I'm just coming back at you with another on the move video. Um, and I want to address a particular topic, um, which pertains onto salvation. Um, I guess that I put the title up as open forum, but I guess the title is first learn the milk, learn of Yahawashi. Okay, because um, uh, what's funny is that the other day I was at my woman's house, and her sister had dealt with an individual that was basically breaking things, down to her about history, and that Europe was ruled by so-called black people. When you get into the secular history, that is indeed true, and basically, um, the person had told her she's not dealing with the person anymore. This is my woman's sister, but the person that had told her that basically she was an Israelite and got into the history of things, um, and yeah, you know. So since then, she was doing her own research, as she puts it. And the other day, I had a conversation with her, and basically, man, yeah, she's been doing her research and getting into things, and she's looking at the more historical side of things. Then she came to the conclusion, yeah, oh shit, I'm an Israelite, you know. And then basically, she's being very technical with it. Now we know that the scriptures say that if the woman shall learn anything, let her ask her husband at home. Okay. Now, obviously, my sister-in-law, as it were, she's not, she hasn't got a man right now. You know. Now, speaking of the law, I can't marry her. I can't go in onto her. I can't have a relationship with her, so-called relationship. I can't. Why? Because that's against the law. Um, I'm with her sister. All right. Because we guys we talk about the law, and then basic things in the law. It's like when you mention it, it's like they've never heard of it. You see their eyes open like, that's in the law. But they screaming the law all day long. Yes, in the law that if once you're married onto a woman, you can't know her sister, neither can you know her mother. Okay, and I know guys in the world that's done that back in school. They would gloat about, I fucked this girl. I was with this girl and I fucked her, and then behind her back I was cheating on. And this was it was an Issacharite guy, Issacharite guy at school, man. And he was like, yeah, man, I fucked this woman, got with her, another young lady from school, and then got with the mum. Was cheating on his missus with the mum. And all the guys were giving him props like, hey, you're the man, you're sick. For you brothers that's from England, hey, that's nang. Them old school slang, man. But that's off, man. So, anyways, yeah, man, you gotta be wise as serpent and harmless as doves, man. Because we know that the scriptures say the enemy shall be of their own household, man. So when even your own woman, when she asks you questions and it pertains to the truth, whatever, um, you have to be very minimal. And we learned this from the apostles, man. Be very, very minimal. Okay, very, very minimal. All right. Case in point. Uh, let's just say a woman asks you, what color was the Lord? Okay, the Lord was a so-called black man. That's it. You ain't gotta get into um, you know, the word Qadar and this and that and yeah, and this and that, and break that down and look, man, just look, the Lord was a so-called black man. He was one of us. Okay, that's it. All right, you know, all of that stuff there, man. You know, keep it very minimal, man, because when you start getting into it, um, women like to take over. That's the nature of the world we're living in. They've been given that automatic right or illusion of a right that whatever they get into, they control it. Be it a relationship, be it the household, be it at the work, at the job, they control it. So what's gonna happen, all right, is you get with a woman, you teach her a few things, and then she's gonna try and teaching you, right? You know, and we've had that. I've had that where I've dealt with women that's so called in the truth, and they turn out to be the biggest demons, man. Just get your regular woman, you know, and deal with her now, man. You know, the scriptures that way. The scripture says, um, you know, if you're at peace to dwell with them, then dwell with them, basically, you know. But anyhow, this woman, be it my woman's sister, was asking me, and by the way, it was in the presence of my woman. It wasn't with just her and the sister by herself, and she was basically, you know, getting into all kind of technical stuff, and once she now understood she's an Israelite, and you know, I kept it cool, you know, like okay, you know, it's good that you're doing your research, and yeah, man, you know, if you have any other questions, then I can help you as best as I can. That's what I kind of said, you know, but just kept it there, you know, and that was that. But I ain't gonna get into no deep shit, man, you know. But what I did notice is that she, not that woman can come into the truth, but she's coming into it, if you will, for lack of a better term, the wrong way. She's coming in on that technical tip, and that's what a lot of men do, man. All right, because forget about the woman. Women are saved through what? Through their men. Okay, you know. So no woman is making it out here of her own righteousness, man. All right, you know. There's no such thing as a woman in the truth or a woman making it out like that. Spare me 1 second. Okay, I see brothers on the comment board, man. Shalom. Shalom, Yahawashi, Mr. Barakafam. Alright? But that concept of being technical, guys do that in the truth as well, you know? And this is the importance, what I want to speak of. I say all of this to say this, is that it's imperative, must needs be, that we first learn of Yahawashi. Okay? Learn of the milk, man. You know, you just found out that you're an Israelite, and then you talking about historical matters, man. Like this woman was, you know, historical matters, and yeah, this empire and that. You know, why is it only men who hold the Torah and hold the Torah, and why do you have to be circumcised and this and that, and it's like the zeal is there, but the lack of knowledge is there, because she would understand that as a woman, right, she ain't got to be involved in all of that. All she got to do is find herself a husband, all right, find herself a man that's in the truth, if she, you know, and oh, first of all, she would pray. Okay, let's get it right. A woman like that, because that's another question. How I believe, but I ain't got a husband. Well, have faith. Have a little bit of faith, man. I know I say a little bit. A little bit of faith is sufficient for a woman. Okay, because feminine basically goes back to without faith. Now, does it mean a woman can have absolutely no faith? No. Don't be silly. Of course, women can have faith, but their faith is considerably uh, less than that of a man in his right mind. Okay, right? So, yeah, have faith and just believe in the Lord, that and pray and ask the Lord to give you a man. All right, that should be every woman's prayer right now, to be honest. You know, every woman that so called believes, all right, it should be your prayer to just, hey, Yahawashi Shai Baba Kushar, give me a husband that's in the truth, that in the hopes of him being saved, I'm saved too. All right. Okay, and the Lord, and if the Lord's with it, he will present a man, you know, and somehow it may be at the very last minute, but you'd get with that man because that's in the scriptures and be saved that way, man. Okay, you know. But as for getting, and then what do you do? And then for you women that do have men, you fulfill the office of a wife, or you fulfill the role of a wife, man. Okay, don't be getting the head of yourselves. Don't be causing all hell at home. All right, and keep it simple that way, man. And the Lord will be pleased with you, man. The onus is not on you to go on the highways and the byways. The responsibility is not on you, you know. The responsibility on you is not to hold the Torah. This woman had some fixation with the Torah, you know. The responsibility is not on you to be a priest, because you can't. But hey, you know, none of these responsibilities are on you. Your responsibility is to basically serve in righteousness unto your husband. All right. You know, if you've got children, you look after the children. You bore him children. You know, you look after the children. You keep the house. All right. Um, if you're an older woman in the truth, or that believes, I should say, um, then what do you do for the younger women? You teach them. That's in the scriptures, man. You know, because women want to teach, right? Everything is about teaching. Well, yeah, the scriptures do tell you to teach. That the older women teach the younger women how what to be a wife, man. That's your job, okay? You know. By the end of the day, even if you're gonna so-called learn of the truth, you know, I ain't gonna say you'll be in the truth, but if you're gonna learn of the truth, then you still gotta learn of Yahawashi. All right. You can't get technical, man. All this technical stuff of this and that, and even for men. All right. So let's deal with men now. All right, because the scripture says, "All ye men, unto you have I called." All right. So the Lord's dealing with the men, right? It's the men that deal with the women. So let's deal with ourselves right now. All right. You come into the truth. We want to come in the right way. We had to learn of Yahawashi, man. Okay. You know, you just learn you're an Israelite, and you get in, like, for example, the apostles always say it. If you just came in the truth like under 6 months, and the Passover happens to come around within that time of you being in the truth under around 6 months, even up to a year, it's probably best you don't attend, man. It's not to say you don't believe, but it's probably best you don't attend. What's the scripture for that? The scripture says, whoever eateth unworthily, speaking of the Passover, the Pesach, whoever eateth unworthily eateth damnation unto himself. All right? You may believe you're an Israelite. You may believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahawashi. Okay? But you might not necessarily understand the depths or the seriousness of the thing that you're involved in. Okay? Be it the truth. And then for the Passover itself, you may not understand the depths or the seriousness, the as they would say, the solemnity, how solemn that service is. Okay? So it's not that you don't believe, it's just that you're not there yet. So you may have to sit out that one. Okay? You know? Because that pertains to things, there's certain things in the truth that pertain to those who have overcome, or who have had the milk, therefore have moved on to the meat. Okay? You know? Right? But if you haven't yet had the milk, then there's no business going to the meat, man. All right? You want to know about, the Sabbath and the phases of the moon, you know, and at what angle does the sun, when the sun goes down, at what angle is it officially, the next day, so we know when to keep the Sabbath. And, but if somebody asks you to break down the name of Yahawashi, you wouldn't know. Or worse yet, you're not interested. You're not a man of the Lord, man. Okay? Yahawashi said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto me. All right? All men of who? all men of Israel, going a little bit deeper than that, all men of Israel of the elect. Okay? You know, you can't be lifting up other things, other areas of the truth, but you're not lifting up Yahawashi. Because guess what? Yahawashi is in every single part of the truth. Alright? It all goes back to him. So if you haven't first learned of him, there's no business getting into other things, man. You know? Okay? Because knowledge is required. Knowledge is good. Alright? But there's no salvation in knowledge, man. Alright? There's salvation in Yahawashi. Alright? You could now naturally Yahawashi supping with you and you supping with him, or you being in him and him being in you, as the scripture says, then naturally you acquire knowledge as you go along. Alright? But just wanting to know the technicalities of things is not gonna bring salvation, man. You know? It's not. Okay? You knowing do we need to know the moon phase, just as an example, the moon phases and how to calculate the Sabbath? Of course. You're damn right. If you've been in the truth over a year, and that's being very generous, you should know, okay, how to calculate these things, right? But let's just say you don't, doesn't mean he don't know perfectly how to do it, so he ain't gonna be saved. No, because there's some men that will come in at the last hour, that's never done a day at camp, that's never really sat down and opened the scriptures or studied, or watched hours and hours and hours on end of our teachers, the apostles. you know there's men like that, man, that will just come in at the last hour. That's for them. Okay. you know Look at this arsehole, man. He almost risked his life swerving into the next lane head on with a bus just to skip two cars, myself and the one in ahead, which in the grand scheme of things is less than 10 meters. So for 10 meters and 1 second, he could have been in the spirit realm. Some people are fucking idiots, man. Anyways, and we all drive crazy from time to time, but fucking hell, man, like, you do that with a measure, man. You know. But it's Yahawashi that saves, man. That's the meaning of his name. Okay. You know. And let's change it up a little bit. That even goes for us men in the truth. Always doing videos on other, and the scriptures I'm quoting are very basic scriptures, man. Alright? So don't be going, he's just talking. No, I'm fucking not. I'm quoting the scriptures. Alright? And if you're not lazy and you want to go and, check, alright, type in the words, and you'll see the scriptures come up on whatever device you want to use. Or open the book if you have a rough idea where it is, and keep reading and you see what I'm quoting. Okay? If I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto me. Okay? This goes for us as well. You do videos and it's like, what are you talking about, man? And getting into all different topics is great. I'm not, we don't discourage getting into all kind of topics. We get into everything. Right? Great Millstone is known for that. Alright? You know, and men that teach what is taught at Great Millstone are known for that, getting into all kind of topics thoroughly, properly. Okay? So that's a good thing. But guess what? Within all of that, Yahawashi is lifted up, man. If you do a video on an article, and at the end of the day, it's like you're just a BBC presenter, man. Okay, over to you, back to you. Like, okay, what did I learn? All you told me was what was happening in the news, and it's like, yeah, do we watch the news? The scripture says we're watch as well as pray, and we're the watchers and stuff like that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, when we do videos, even if we speak about the news, which we do, it's linked to prophecy. You know, it's linked to some sort of spiritual or scriptural because everything spiritual is linked to some scriptural edification. All right. Like some guys do videos, and all they need to say is, "And thanks for watching the news. Over to you." You know. Now over to Wendy, who'll give you the weather, because all you did was present the fucking news. Where was the scriptural, you know, and where was the emphasis on the scriptures? Where was the edification? Where was the exhortation? Where in that was Yahawashi lifted up? You know? And once again, that's not to say don't do videos on the news. No, because we have to do videos on the news. We have to watch because we're seeing prophecy come to pass. Nothing ain't wrong with putting up news clips. Nothing ain't wrong with doing videos and articles and stuff like that. Alright? Bringing out, we used to bring out articles all the time. You know? So that's all good. But there needs to be edification. Don't just let it be a news show, man. ITV News, Sky News, RT News, BBC News, Fox News. Don't let it be. Don't become a presenter. And that's a topic. Don't be a presenter. Be a prophet. Oh man, a lot of guys are fucking presenters, man, not prophets, man. You know, you ain't really prophesying about anything. All right, get with the program, man. You know, because we have a job to do, man. The job ain't to look smart. The job ain't to, oh, I did more videos than him this week. You know, you know. The job is to lift up Yahawashi so that he can draw all men of the elect unto him. Like, you ask that question, what's the point of teaching? You know? Yeah, by the teaching, we give diligence to make our calling and election sure, of course. But what's another point of teaching? So that the elect can get the word. Then the scripture says, this gospel shall be preached in all the world, then shall the end come. And the gospel has just about been, I say just about, the gospel has been preached to all the world. All right, the truth, not fucking Christianity, but the truth. So guess what? The end, we're living in the end times. I'm about to head into the end of the end. Okay, you know. So by preaching the word, we've preached Yahawashi, proclaimed Yahawashi, declared Yahawashi to the world. Then the end can come to get the hell out of this place, so that the elect is sealed. You know, and get the hell out of this place, man. So, you know, you got to preach Yahawashi. If I be lifted up, I will draw men unto me. It's important that whatever we do, Yahawashi's in the mix, man. Alright? Yeah, if you do a video, I'm going to wrap it up anyway, because I'm there where I need to be. But if you do a video, and Yahawashi is not involved in that, then that's profane, man. That's outside of the temple. That ain't got nothing to do with the scriptures, man. That's unholy. Alright? Doesn't matter how good the information was or how clear the clarity of it. Then that's profane, man. Okay? But all these things are common sense once you've learned the milk. When you've got the milk, man. You know? The scriptures speak about meddling not with matters that's too hard for thee, man. Lest it destroy you and stuff like that. So, yeah. They're parking here. Yes, there is. Can I fit in that though? Nah. But yeah. So anyways with that, man, I'm gonna wrap it up. It was just a quick one. You know, giving all praises, man. To Yahawashi, Shai, Hashem, Rachaf, Dash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone and the taught the truth. And salutations unto the Akim that continue to push the word in truth and sincerity, man. This is it, man. You know, you watch the news, you watch the prophecies, man, and we can clearly see that this is it. Okay. The Lord is stepping it up, man. Hey, them chariot sightings are getting, they were always beautiful, but they're getting more beautiful every single time we see them happen, man. You know. Hey man, every time I come to East London, I see some apparitions or shit. Like the other day, I had one right next to the car. little bit further down from here, man. This place is fucking demonic, man. This part of the unclean frog, is very demonic. But then again, that's where the financial district is, and a lot of demonic activity, vibrations are here in East London, man. But hey, man, in the spirit of Yahawashi shall be overcome. Anyways, man, Akim, Shalom.